Yes, people, welcome to another episode of the OHB Academy podcast that is for personal trainers, people that are looking to do online fitness coaching and, just get away from all of the confusion and the struggle and all the lies and gimmicks of the industry right now, but just get, pure information and facts that they can action ASAP. So myself, Michael,
Yes, Javen in the building.
and yeah, man, we've got a good episode for you today. We always tell our coaches about personal branding, showing a bit of yourself, being vulnerable, being open. And we want to connect with some of you watching because we know that some of you may end up deciding or thinking about working with us. And then some of you may even decide to actually work with us, right? So we want to just let you inside who we are, how we and why we started this whole OHBA thing, what our stories are and what our missions are going forward. So this is going to be a bit of a who we are episode, all right? And how we're going to start off is I'm going to give Jav a bit of an interview. He's going to interview me with the same questions. And then we're going to talk about OHBA as a whole and where we're going with it as well. Yeah? Boom. Cool. So I'm going to start. Jav, all right. It's a bit of story time, but how did you land in the whole online coaching thing? How did that just...
You know what it was, yeah? So obviously I got back from America 2019 in the summer.
Got back from America?
In America. I was playing football, had a scholarship. Anybody that knows about football, if you've been at like a professional academy or whatever, if you don't go pro, the likelihood is you could probably get a scholarship and go to America. So I did that, boom, came back. I was broke. Started coaching. I wasn't even qualified. Because in football, there's a thing called the PFA, yeah? And they do all your they will pay for your qualifications. That's a good question. What is it?
Don't know yet.
Professional Footballers Association.
Okay, yeah.
So once you make it past, once you get into full-time football at a professional level, at any level, Premier League, Championship, League One, League Two, then you're a part of it for life. So I'm a member for life.
Yeah.
And you get a bunch of perks, it's a players union kind of thing. So they will fund courses and stuff. So they already sent me money when I was in America, right? So it's not a lot. They give you $12.50 a year. So obviously I ain't doing much.
Yeah.
Whatever. Something. But so I was getting that for 4 years, yeah? And they limit how much they give you in terms of money. So when I got back, I'm thinking I can use them to pay for the course as well. Mind you, I've come back, I ain't got no peas.
Yeah.
I'm calling them every day, bro. I want to do a level 3 qualification. There's an email in them. One of them's called me back. They're like, oh yeah, we saw you applied for a grant so you can get the level 3 qualification, but we also noticed that we actually gave you funds for your scholarship. So they're like, the resources are running dry for you. So at that point, I'm on Google, bro, trying to get the cheapest qualification. And you got PT Academy, Train Fitness, Origin.
Yeah.
I don't even know all the qualification companies in it.
Yeah.
The cheapest one was PT Academy. But I regret it. I regret going through that course so much. Sorry, PT Academy, but I regret it because it was a nightmare. Anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
let's leave.
Done that, yeah. Got the level 2.
Yeah.
It took me mad long to get level 3. But
How much was that, by the way? Curious.
I paid $1,000.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, which is quite cheap. That's the cheapest one I could. No, sorry, I'm lying. $6.99.
I'm about to say.
$6.99.
Yeah.
But it's all online.
It was about
Yeah, $6.99. Sorry, $6.99.
For level 2 and
level 3.
Okay.
Yeah, together.
Yeah, you got good deals.
So got the level 2. As soon as I got the level 2, started working in F45.
Yeah, I remember.
So F45, I was doing receptionist at a gym in Victoria, and I was just waiting to get level 3 so I can start doing PT.
But you was doing F45 and you was doing the receptionist as well.
Yeah.
Same time.
Yeah, because
But a separate gym.
yeah,
You was grinding.
because F45 is group classes, isn't it? So you don't do one-to-one PT, and there's only so many classes in a week.
You had spare
So
time.
I had
It was in
to.
the same area.
I need to So
Oh yeah.
F45 Liverpool Street, and I was receptionist at a gym in Victoria. So some days, get up at 4 a.m, get on the train to Liverpool Street, yeah?
Yeah.
Teach 4 classes, get on the train from Liverpool Street to Victoria, do receptionist for a few hours, go back to F45, teach a couple classes, go home. Or whatever, flip-flop it, whatever you want to say. Different things like that, boom. So I did that. I was at F45 for ages, man. Ages. But it was good because the manager was letting me do sales. I was building it up. Then, boy, the big shotgun came. Lockdown, boy.
Okay.
That's when I was like, and the online thing, yeah, I always thought about it. But you know when you just don't know how to do it or who, I didn't know anyone that was doing it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't in a commercial gym. So it's not like I was around PTs that were doing it.
What do you think sowed the first thought? Because funny enough, I hadn't really thought about it. I didn't really know about it.
I think the reason I thought about it, because I feel like I just knew that being in the gym can't be the only way, bro. Like, I'm thinking about life, bro. Like,
did you go research though?
Nah.
As well, but how did you find out then? That was a thing.
The very, very first thing was lockdown happened, and there's a guy. I'm not gonna say the guy was. You probably seen his ads, yeah. But he was doing daily lives.
Okay.
Teaching people how to build their online coaching business. And then I might have forwarded it to you. I remember this guy was doing daily lives.
I remember.
And that just sucked me in, bro. Because then I joined the Facebook group, and that's really why I was on it. Because he's doing the daily lives and he's like giving mad game on Instagram Live, bro, for free during lockdown where man's got mere time. And all bro, I went from teaching 14 classes a week here. I was getting £30 a class or £35 a class, plus receptionist money. Plus, I was also had a part-time job working for a company they do like an app for influencers. So I remember. My days was packed. Right. I went from that to one class every Saturday morning. And them times I just got back to the country, so I didn't have no, you know that government was doing the grants for unemployed, self-employed. I didn't get nothing. So I was just like, all right, cool. These lives, bro, he was giving game, bro, posting content, had to do sales calls. So I was just like, that's when I started forwarding it to you. And I was like, yeah, I need to do this. And then, that was the first that's how I thought about it, basically, 2020, man.
That's kind of handy. So you landed into online coaching. The catalyst was, right, you got into fitness. You kind of skipped loads of things, to be honest with you. You got into, you was already playing football, come back to London. Yeah, let me just ask that last question then. Why did you want to do PT then? Because you could have done anything.
Yeah, well, to be fair, when I came back, I was going to play. I was going to continue playing, but I had to get knee surgery. So I had knee surgery again, Christmas 2019. So just before I moved back to London, playing football, not even just before, earlier in the year. I was playing football with a team. So basically the way it works in America is once the seasons are in the fall, so winter basically, from spring or January to May January to May, the season, there's no actual season in college or university football or soccer, whatever you want to call it. It stops basically for football. All the other sports, they keep going. They don't give a shit about football in America.
Oh, okay. So now they're going to start, innit?
Well, maybe. But basically, what happened was I was training. I didn't even do anything. I just turned around, passed the ball. Felt my knee. I was like, rah, yeah, this is mad. Because I had knee surgery on the same knee already. I already knew something was wrong. I was like, okay, cool. I should have got the surgery there because it would have been all paid for, sorted. Me, I'm just thinking, surgery, done this before. Let me just wait till I get back to England, go NHS or go private because the PFA will pay for it. I got back, hounding the PFA to pay for my surgery. They're like, yeah, they're going to give me a grant. I need to go get a scan. So they paid for my scan. They're like, okay, now you need to get them to tell you how much the actual surgery is going to be. In that time, though, I went NHS as well, innit? Because I'm thinking, these lot are taking long to pay for the surgery. Let me just do NHS at the same time. So whatever comes first, I'll take. Bro, NHS, they came through quick. I was shocked. I gave them my scan because I did a scan privately. And they were like, okay, cool. We'll put you in the line to get thing. I'm thinking, it's going to take time. They're saying in the new year, blah, blah, blah. Bro, I get a call maybe 2 weeks later. They're like, would you be able to come in next week for your surgery? We've had a dropout. We can get you in. They told me before I won't have to wait 3 months. So I'm just like, bro, I'm going to have to get the surgery because if I don't get it now, I don't know when I'm getting it. So I just got the surgery. So that's when I was like, I ain't playing football. Or I'll play, but I'm just going to play non-league. I'm not going to really push it. Then I wanted to do football agency. But it's not old man game, but I'm not going to make bread now, innit? And man just got back from America, bro. I got no peas. I'm down, bro.
You needed something.
I need bread, though. So
Okay.
I've always been a fitness man anyway. Like anyone that's trained with me, like football wise, they know I'm the guy that will be staying behind, working on my left foot, work on my head in, right foot. So I always enjoyed training anyway. So fitness was just a natural progression for any, because like some man that play sports, they don't like going gym.
Yeah.
They only go gym because they play sports.
Yeah, and they fall like far.
Yeah, but me, I actually enjoy it, innit? I'll do it. So
Yeah.
it's just a natural thing, really.
Okay, cool. All right. So we understand now how you got into online coaching. So what was your biggest struggles whilst online coaching? We know that's a journey.
Man, I got two main struggles, I could say. First one was niche, man.
These are 2 ones, yeah.
Yeah, first one was niche, bro.
I agree, by the way, yeah.
Niche is like, if anyone I spoke to Damo the other day, it was having a convo about like just niching down and stuff. And he was like, yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, when I was following you, I wasn't sure what your niche was, because sometimes you were talking about women and I was like to him, yeah, to be honest, I didn't know either. So the niche thing, it was difficult for me because I had firstly that mindset of, I can help everyone. You know, when you talk to PTs, like, I don't want to niche down, I can help everyone.
Yeah.
So I had that. And then also I had this thing in my mind where, I want to do athletes and footballers.
Mhm.
But what I realized is coaching footballers is dead. Money's not there. And it's seasonal. For online coaching, like if I was face-to-face PT, coaching footballers, strength and conditioning, sick, make good money. Obviously, I know people playing professional football. So I could have gone down that route, but I didn't want to do face-to-face coaching anyway. So the niche thing was hard, man. Then women, then men. So bro, I was flip-flopping. I had about 4 niches in like 6 months. So that was difficult. Then I kind of settled on like former athletes or people who used to be in really good shape, but want to get back to that. So that was like almost a mishmash, because it was like, it wasn't men or women, and it wasn't like current athletes.
Yeah.
So that was, then the second struggle was generating like more leads. So especially at the start. So like I was getting calls booked, I was booking people, but there was a sticking point at like 5 or 6K where it felt like, how am I getting to 10, bro? Like that gap between 5 and 10 just felt like couldn't get there. So I think that's when, but then making a move to LinkedIn is when, obviously, it's the next story.
So that's the next question.
Yeah, that's the next story. But
That was the last question, to be fair. So, but to clarify, your biggest struggles was niching down. You didn't really clarify why that was. Everyone knows why needing more leads is a struggle, you know, if you can't do it. But why is the niching down? We're gonna do an episode about that next. But just briefly, why is that? Why was that a struggle? Why you didn't know your niche?
I didn't know my niche. Yeah. So then content, and me, I like making content, but I feel like the content wasn't hitting. Even though I got some videos that do really well and people reach out, but like, you know, when someone's like, they're talking deep, I can't talk deep because
You don't know who you're talking to, innit?
I'm just kind of, 1 minute I'm talking about growing your glutes, then next minute I'm talking about you want a 6-pack or testosterone. So it's like, I couldn't go like as deep as I wish I could have, because I wasn't understanding who I'm talking to.
It's like an MMA. It's like if someone gives a low kick to the calf, right? And they just keep hitting, they're gonna drop eventually.
Yeah.
So it's like if you keep giving content to that person and you're hitting deep, more people are just gonna want to buy.
They're gonna come, yeah. So that's a big thing. And also program creation, because if you niche down, you can make like a really specific program you get better results for. So
yeah,
I think throughout the years, because I had so many different runs of like different type of people, I was having to make loads of different programs as well, that's a ball ache, especially when you got 30, 40 clients, bro. That was tiring as well. So,
okay, cool. So, all right, what was the biggest game changer then for you, you know?
Yeah, I think really getting better at the sales game and the outreach game, and using LinkedIn as well, in addition to Instagram and Facebook. So I think overcoming that fear of cold outreach. I'm not saying everyone needs to do cold outreach, but like LinkedIn allowed me to kind of try it and realize it's not that bad, because I'm just sending a message in it.
Yeah.
I'm just sending a message. So I think that whole outbound game and having conversations, like when I don't know, the other program, the mentorship that we did at that particular time, I think it just pushed you to have more conversations, because that was their method. And anything that we go into, I'm going to try 100% anyway. So I could have, if I was applying that more in IG, I might have had more success on IG. But I wasn't. I was more like waiting people to respond to my content or waiting for people to download my lead magnet. I wasn't like, all right, everyone that engages with me, let's talk to them. Like,
Yeah.
that mindset on LinkedIn just was making bread. So that was really the catalyst, and seeing it more analytical from a numbers perspective. Because coaches are shit business people, you know. Like
100%. Yeah.
we're great coaches, but we're not business people.
Mm.
So although we like to say things like, I work hard, or yeah, you know, I'm motivated. When it comes to business, coaches, they don't track numbers. They don't do all these things. So for me, it just made me view this more from a business aspect. Obviously, fulfillment, getting results, because getting results is going to make my business easier. But yeah, man, that was it really. That was the main thing.
It was kind of like a mixture of the mentorship, going out of your, getting out of the comfort zone in terms of your lead generation tactic.
Yeah, bro. Everything.
Business, like looking at it as a business rather
And upping the prices.
yeah. Because how much would you charge them before?
Because before it was like 150 to 175.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Then when I made that switch, it was like 200 to 250. And sometimes more. And it was like, that was a big change as well. Because even selling that, you're actually dealing with more no's, which is then builds your kind of resistance to it. Because if you're selling 150 all the time,
yeah, but then you don't.
it's harder to scale.
You don't. I guess it's almost like you don't push yourself enough.
Yeah.
Because you do get yeses. It's a bit of a weird space. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a big thing as well, actually, upping the prices.
Yeah.